Welcome back to Sports Guys Only, and we're clapping it up in the booth today, everybody. Woo, woo, woo.
We are clapping.
I'm going to be the first one to say congratulations to Minnesota Vikings. Kyler Murray is our starting quarterback.
Just getting him right from the jump.
This is coming out on Friday. It's Wednesday. We haven't signed him yet, but I'm going to just go ahead and say
you're rage baiting me on purpose, and it hurts my feelings.
It's not rage bait. It's the truth.
It can't be rage bait
hold on.
if it's good.
Hold on. 1 minute into the pod. 1 minute.
One
no, it was like
second.
10 seconds.
Save the best news for first.
Gavin.
Shut up, Carter.
Gavin, if we sign him, we are in a better spot than if we just have JJ
What
McCarthy.
did we talk about last week?
But again, Gavin, like you said, unless we're going to just dump the whole team,
This is
which
probably the best
clearly
option.
we're not going to do.
We should. We should.
I told Nathaniel today, it's not an awful idea. Like
He never
I
can
told
give
Nathaniel,
me that credit.
He said Gavin
I
was
have given you that credit.
Yeah.
I
don't
gave you that
recall.
credit last week on the podcast.
He said Gavin might be
Yes.
right about this.
I said I came around more. Here's all I'll say. Here's the problem. If Kyler comes in here, I was telling this to Nathaniel today. If Kyler comes in here and we're like 9-8 or 10-7, then we're in a really bad spot because we're going to be very mediocre for like the next 5 or 6 years. If Kyler comes in here and is really good, then we're in a really good spot.
13-4.
So hold on, I have a question. So he comes in, we do 13-4.
Sure.
First round exit from the playoffs.
No.
Hold on. First round exit.
I ride the wave.
Hold on. So we ride the wave. What is he going to want to get paid though? You know he's going to want a fat check after his 1 year deal.
I think it depends how good he looks.
But if he looks
year.
good, here's my fear. So he does that, and then we go back to mid Kyler after we pay him a bunch of money.
You
What if
can't,
you could get
can't
him-
live life that
Okay,
way.
okay.
Yes, you
live,
can.
Okay, no, you can't because
We're
we
a
did that with
Vikings
Sam
fans.
Darnold.
We're Vikings
No,
fans.
you can't live that way because we lived that way with Sam Darnold
Use
and
that.
we just watched him win a Super Bowl.
Okay, use that as the barometer though.
He didn't want 50 mil.
But
And that's what makes it even worse.
what if
Kyler
that's what he
Murray's
wants?
gonna want 50 mil.
What if he
That's what Daniel Jones
revives the career?
Daniel Jones got 44.
Same thing.
What if he
ahead.
revives the career and says, "Look, I was in the dumps. You guys are pulling me out of this dumpster fire.
I need
3
50.
years, $100 million. Give me the Darnold contract."
I'm
What
in.
if he does
Oh,
that?
hold on. Darnold contract, I'm in. What if he comes to you and goes, I need 4 for 55. 53.
53 a
year?
year?
53 a year for 4.
Yeah, well, we all know how contracts work in the NFL. How much of it is guaranteed?
100. Half.
He said, "Half."
Well, after we win the Super Bowl this year,
It's
gonna be worth it.
You have the
I love
worst
this.
takes,
I
and
love
your
this.
takes never cook well. Please don't do this to us right now. We have a chance to win another possible championship here. I'm not going to say which because I don't want to jinx it. Do not ruin the other possibilities on the table.
If we're 13-4,
And we take a first round playoff exit, you paying him
First round
$52
playoff
million? If we make it to Super Bowl, I'm
let's
down.
say we first round playoff exit, but we're
First
playing
round-
like the Rams and he looks awesome and we just like
No.
make a bad play.
Rams and he plays awful. You paying him 52?
No, probably not.
Okay, so what's your number? Because I'm going to go circle back to your Daniel Jones comment. That's an overpay to a guy coming off an injury after looking mid as fuck.
Severely
in the Giants.
overpaid.
If he looks awesome, I'd give him 40 a year.
40?
I would too. I would give him 40.
I'm the Darnold contract.
If
I'll give
he
you 30s.
If he
in
looks
the 30s.
If he looks as good as
39.9.
Daniel, if he looks as good
No.
as Daniel Jones looked for the first 10 games of the season in Indianapolis
First
last year,
9 games.
I give him 50.
What did you smoke today?
That's
'Cause I
what the
need
market is, man.
Brother, but the market
That's
would
the market.
torpedo the team.
He's a former number 1 overall draft pick, and his career statistics and his records are way better than Daniel Jones has ever been.
I also did
Being
look
honest
up.
with you.
Okay, I'd
The
look this
frame
up.
of Daniel Jones alone wins.
Okay,
the deal.
I looked up his
who
best
wins
season.
more games and who's got better statistics? Because does it?
Oh God, I'm not
Because
in on
does it?
this. I'm not in on this.
I
You
think
know
we
who else
talked
had a
about
great
50
frame?
million.
Jamarcus Russell.
Okay. Big Ben had a great frame, and look what that did
just
for him
saying.
for years.
I'm just saying.
The frame saved his career, to be honest.
Big Ben was just good.
Big Ben was average at everything other than the massive frame and durability.
No,
You're so dumb.
He had such a good arm. Are you
The
kidding me?
arm failed with age.
Oh, Gavin, you're out of your mind,
Come
dude.
on.
You don't remember those 60-yard dots to Antonio Brown?
Yeah, in 2010.
When did he retire?
He threw for 5,200 yards in 2018.
Thank you.
Then
Yeah,
he retired
again,
3 years later.
Hold on.
Thank
What
you.
does having the number of yards matter to how far you can throw the ball, you dumbass?
Well,
You're
Gavin,
saying
it does
5,200
matter.
yards off his frame only, not his arm?
Obviously,
I'm
you got to
saying-
be able
I'm-
to
you
throw
sound
some
dumb.
long balls
Yeah,
to get
okay,
to.
Carter.
You got to throw some long balls to get to 5,200 yards a year, man.
I don't think you threw that many long balls, to be honest, 2018.
I bet you he was top 3 in the league for 20-yard plus passes that year.
Carter looked it up. Look it up. Do your job.
Carter, whoa.
I don't know how to find that.
Whoa.
You just look up 20-yard stat. It's literally
Hey,
a
Carter,
track
don't
stat.
look it up just because he said it that way.
Okay, I looked it up again, and I think we might have referenced this. 2020 Kyler Murray, if we get shades of that again, we are not going 8-8 like the Cardinals did when they wasted this season.
Yeah, we'll have a good team with him.
He had Gavin, he had 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, 12 picks, which 26 and 12, that's not like crazy.
That doesn't blow
But
my
his
mind.
rushing.
But when you add in 819 rushing yards and 11 tutties on the ground, dude, that's like a very, very serviceable quarterback.
All right, so right now, the predicted average annual value of a Kyler Murray contract next year would be 35 to 45 million.
I could do 30 to 35. I can't do 40 plus. I can't do it.
Well, good thing you're not making the decision.
I should be. I should be. I should be drafting our first round draft picks too, because I'd hit.
Well, you'd rebuild the team every 2 years when we're not in the Super Bowl, it sounds like.
No, that's not accurate. You literally 5 minutes ago said I'm not wrong, and you know I'm right.
Gavin.
Stop.
Gavin.
The
would
reason
you
the
not
Pats
be
are
tempted
already
to rebuild our team
I
every
wouldn't be.
few years?
The reason
Gavin
the
would
Pats
say
are
9-8,
already
burn it down.
No, the reason the Pats
Sell
are
the farm.
the reason the Pats are already back is because they sold the farm and did it right. Unlike the Vikes have been doing our entire lives.
It didn't work for the Lions. They're not going to win 10 games this season. They didn't win it last season.
Really?
I'm
Are
with
we
Carter.
saying
You don't think they win
10
10 games?
again?
They got so much
They
worse.
literally just lost everybody. I
Well,
mean,
and you
their
know what,
players
too?
are gone.
Dude, they lost great
Taylor
defensive
Decker.
coordinator, Aaron Glenn.
True.
Yeah, that was the issue.
I'll tell you this.
I don't agree.
Who do you think's really cooked? The Jets.
Oh.
Holy shit.
The Jets? What do you mean?
The
Gino's back in the
Jets.
building. He's
Oh,
going to
my
revive
gosh.
the career.
They are really fucked. I feel bad. Truly bad for Jets fans.
What's
I
worse,
really
Jets
do.
fans or Browns fans?
Oh, I don't
Browns.
know. No. Hey,
You have
it's
to
been,
live in Cleveland.
It's been 20.
You don't have to live in Cleveland to be a Browns fan.
It's been 20 years since the Jets were in the playoffs, you guys.
Here's what's also tough about this.
20
Who is their quarterback?
years.
Mark Sanchez?
They haven't been to the playoffs since 2007 with Mark Sanchez.
Is it with
Look,
Mark Sanchez?
What
that
makes
right?
it
The
what
year?
makes it way
2010.
worse?
2010 with Mark Sanchez?
2010?
With Mark Sanchez, though?
They reached the AFC Championship. I believe it was Mark Sanchez.
That was with Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
Is that with...
That was the butt fumble,
Was that
wasn't
butt fumble
yes.
That was the butt
Who's
fumble.
the-
And that was in
Rex,
the AFC
Rex Ryan.
Championship?
Rex Ryan and
And
Mark
now,
Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez is in jail.
Well,
Well, actually, he's not yet.
yeah,
but
so he's
up
not
for-
yet.
He will be.
He will be, though.
Hey.
Yeah, that was
We
some crazy
cannot
stuff.
comment on ongoing investigation.
Why not?
Sure we can.
That's
we
our
can
right.
just comment on public information. Mark Sanchez got drunk. He kicked a guy's ass. Whatever. What do you want me to do about it?
Got stabbed.
He did get stabbed, too. Yeah. That guy
Multiple
fought
times.
back.
That
That
was
was,
the guy.
pretty
definitely-
crazy
An
scenario.
old guy, too.
yeah.
I think he
Hey,
was
man,
a pretty old guy.
don't-
Yeah, delivery driver, I think.
You should learn to not mess with the old dude or the quiet guy in the room. Those
I'm
are the
just
two
no,
people.
what I'm saying is like Mark Sanchez, this guy is like 20 years has like 20 years on him, and he's like roughing him up, and the guy's like, I'm not gonna take this from this guy, and just
I'm going to stab the shit out of you.
Dude, that was
whoa.
Damn.
I was scrolling through Instagram one day and it was like, I'm too old to fight you. I'll just put you on a t-shirt. And I was like, oh, wow, that's dark.
Yeah, that's really dark. That's messed
that
up.
might have been kind of what this guy was.
I say that guy's
kinda-
following the
was maybe about
same
that.
philosophy.
Okay, back to the Jets though.
Yeah.
The crazy thing for them is like they had to endure all that time with the Patriots just being the absolute, star of the show
Beating
for the
their
AFC
ass.
East.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Patriots fall off a little bit
Mhm.
post Brady.
Mhm.
The Bills just immediately are say, yeah, we'll take that. And
take
then
those, we take
as the
those.
Bills start to maybe falter a little tiny bit, the Patriots go, hey, hold this. I'm going to go back to the Super Bowl.
Don't
The Jets
forget.
are still here.
Don't forget. Miami had a couple pretty good years.
Yeah,
there
they
too.
did. They did.
Also, don't forget, the Patriots probably should have been first round exits. They didn't have a good team.
They weren't as good as how far they went.
They
for
didn't
sure.
have a good team.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they didn't have a good team. But
Yeah,
they
see,
didn't
I'm
have
not
a-
going to say not a good team.
They weren't a Super Bowl caliber
No, they
team.
had a middle of the road team.
They had a first round exit team.
They were 13-4, and 11 of those 13 wins were against teams with a losing record.
Yep.
That's tough. That's a tough look.
with no firepower.
Gavin's like, you play your schedule. What do you want him to do?
Well, like not that. I was gonna say I think there was something that I brought that up one time about the Bears, and you shit on me and said it wasn't that big of a deal. Win's a win. So that was what I was replaying in my head.
A win's a win against a winning team. Yeah, that's
I
important.
think my comment though at the time was that he had like beat up on teams with losing records,
also,
and you were supporting
you know what?
it.
If we're gonna go down this trail, how
I'm
about
just saying-
everybody shut the fuck up? Because I'm pretty sure I'm validated on Caleb Williams at this point. Haven't heard a whole lot of chatter about the Caleb Williams conversation anymore.
It's just
Now that the guy is fucking good.
I mean, let's
Here we go.
Let's not stretch it here.
Yeah, we
Still
got to
some-
give Callis flowers on
Yeah.
the Caleb Williams take.
He still has some flashes
The
of really bad
shit I
decision.
had to take from you
Yeah,
last year.
absolutely. He didn't play good.
Every
he
week.
didn't play good last year.
with like a fucking Goodwill CEO
I don't give
as
a
his,
shit.
as his
Don't
coach.
Don't come in here swinging D, acting like he's gonna be an all-star, and then he plays like shit and expect me not to roast you.
Bringing in everyone's
You walk
grandma
over
to
here.
coach the
You're
fucking
over here
team.
you're over here like this kid's gonna be the godsend to the position. He's
I
the
didn't say
greatest
that.
QB I've
No,
ever
see,
seen.
this is the problem.
I've got an in at
Hey,
USC.
Gavin,
I know
Gavin,
it's gonna
Gavin,
be great.
Hey, Gavin, from
What?
the beginning, this was the problem. You put a lot of words in my mouth about shit I
That's
didn't say about
not
Caleb
true.
Williams. Yes, it is.
We
I
had-
said he was going to be
okay.
pretty good in the NFL.
Okay.
I thought he was going to be good. I never said he's
Hold
a
on.
godsend or he's
Hold
the
on.
next Tom Brady.
Hold
or
on.
I never said any of that shit.
So you said he's gonna be pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was trash his first season, absolute dumpster. And there
Wasn't
are multiple
trash.
times, multiple texts where you went,
Gavin.
man, he does not look good right now at all.
Gavin.
You guys were right. So he
I
came
never
back
said,
this year and
I
played good.
never said that he was not good.
Really?
I said that he played poorly.
You don't think that after week 5 of the first year of his season that there's not a text here that
Anyway,
says he looks
clearly
like
I'm not
ass?
going to get my flowers. But
You're not
whatever.
going to get him. I said he played good
He'll
this
have
year.
to win a fucking Super Bowl for me
I mean,
to
he's
get
gotta
my
do
flowers from
something.
Gavin.
Yeah.
You know,
Brock
But
Purdy had to
we're
do
over
that
here.
to
Brock
basically go
Purdy's
there.
amazing. You know,
All I said was, statistically speaking, he had the greatest 6 starts of any starting quarterback ever.
and then ever since then he looks like Kyler Murray.
That's not true.
Well, statistically it is.
Wins more playoff games.
Statistically, he looks a lot like Kyler Murray on
Wins
paper.
more
Just wanna throw that
playoff
out there.
games.
Not recently though, huh? Damn.
1 year. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
so
no,
and
it's
he's
been a
hurt.
couple years.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Been to more Super Bowls than the Vikings have in your lifetime, right? Oh, that's got to
Oh,
sting
yeah,
a
in
little.
my lifetime, yeah.
in your lifetime for sure.
Biggest Brock Purdy
Why would
fan
that
ever.
Literally.
Not really.
Insane.
I just don't understand the
Back
hate.
to back mid seasons
No,
from
dude.
him.
You don't understand
Yeah.
the hate.
Okay.
Kyler's
Yeah.
had better last 2
You got
seasons than
like
Brock Purdy.
a tenth the hate that I got for Caleb, and then he looked pretty good this year. And you're still sitting here
I
saying,
literally said he looked good. I just brought up that you can't come in swinging D and then not expect to get roasted.
for what? What would I get roasted for?
When you said you thought he was going to be pretty good off the jump and he wasn't, and that's what I kept roasting you about.
Gavin, would you prefer to have Kyler Murray or Brock Purdy?
Me?
Yeah.
Brock Purdy all day, wins big games. Kyler Murray's dropped the ball in big games.
Share the numbers.
Yeah, so 2024, Kyler had more passing yards, more touchdowns, less interceptions, more rushing yards.
Who wins more playoff games?
Doesn't matter if you suck. If
What?
you're carried by your team, it doesn't matter.
Well, how
The
do you think
Niners
Kyler
team
would-
is
how do you
way
think
better.
how do you think Kyler would look on the Niners?
Way better than Brock Purdy.
I don't know about way better. I think they're similar, but I'm still taking Brock because Brock looks composed in big games. And it is proven time and time again when he gets beat up, as in Kyler, he falters and has bad decision making. That has happened in multiple regular season games.
I'm
and
not
in the
even
playoffs.
saying that I think I would take Kyler Murray over Brock Purdy. It's just an interesting
I am
situation.
posing my argument. Do you have a rebuttal?
No, I would take Brock Purdy too.
Thank you. So, yeah, I don't know what that
I'd
was.
also take Caleb Williams if that means anything.
Over Kyler Murray?
Yeah.
I don't
feel
hate that he's younger.
I feel like
Yeah.
everyone would probably do that. You
Look at
look
look at our boy here. Look at the
He's
fanboy.
got every Kyler Murray jersey.
Yeah, he's
like,
like K1.
I
for
have
days
a
over here.
K1 jersey ready to rip when I get the notification.
yeah.
God, I can't.
He's got
Guy
it
loves
mocked up
Kyler.
in the shop.
It's
I love it.
Okay.
ready.
Here's
Yeah,
what
no,
we should do,
I'm
you
out.
guys.
We talk about these draft
Gavin had an idea this week for us to bring a few 4 to 5 moves that have happened in NFL free agency and kind of talk about why we like them. I'm sure we'll have some overlap, but would you like to present one of yours, or should we go all 5? Should we go?
I'll go
at
one
a
of
time?
mine. Kobe
Yeah,
Bryant,
round
safety
table.
to the Bears. I think that locks up that secondary, and I think it's a great pick for a deal.
What was the deal?
3 for 40
That's good.
for an
I
above
agree.
for an above average safety. And their biggest struggle on defense is their secondary. It has holes and has problems. I think that anchors them with a dude who can play the run and the pass and stand alone as a good dual threat.
Yeah.
So I love that pickup for the Bears.
Yep.
So
I
shout
do
out
too.
that.
It's
Going
great.
to make Caleb Williams even better.
I was trying to give you your flowers and you fucking ruined it by bringing up the first year. So this is on you.
No.
It's the same thing like when he brought up Kyler Murray for MVP.
It's all right. It's not.
And then
on
how
me,
did it
though.
go?
Handgun back.
It's
player of
okay,
the
but
year.
it's not on me. You want me to go?
Yeah, Cal.
All right. My number one favorite move, because I have got on my pedestal, I've gotten on my high horse, and I've pumped the jets for this guy. Daniel Jones to the Indianapolis Colts, 2 years, $88 million.
You like that?
They
For
owe
who?
that motherfucker.
Yeah, they do.
Fuck, I don't
They
know about
owe him.
I don't
They
know about
owe him because the way that they mismanaged their starting quarterback when they had no one else to play, running him out there with a broken fucking leg, dog.
Yeah, but like, is that
Greg Jennings. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Bring in Phillip Rivers or Joe Flacco or somebody earlier in the season so that Daniel Jones can recoup and then finish the season.
But
I was
how-
telling Nathaniel, they were 8-2 when he went out. Right? Imagine if they had just given him the month to fully heal. Even if
Yeah,
they
but there's-
lose those 4 games, you're 8-6. At least you bring your starter back so that you can finish the year for 3 games and see what he can do.
So I'm all about where your head's at here. I just think there are so many conversations behind closed doors. I don't feel like the word mismanaged is right. Personally.
I just want to bring up Daniel Jones and Tua passed their physicals, but Max Crosby didn't. You want to explain that?
I mean,
Well, let's get to that, Carter, in a minute.
I
but
looked up multiple reports on
we're
this.
gonna
His own
bring this
doctor
up.
said he's not progressing at the pace that he expected. So
It's
like
not
when
what I
your
read.
doctor
Not what I read.
Not right. What I read at
We'll
all.
bring it up. We'll bring it
Sure,
up.
whatever.
We'll bring it up. But okay. So anyway, that's why I like it. I just like it because I felt like they owed him some money. And do I think that I would have paid him $44 million a year? Probably not. Do I think the Colts deserve to pay him $44 million a year? I kind of do.
It's a punishment.
You know what
It's
happened
a
last time he
punishment.
got
They
paid
deserve
big?
it. He sucked. Yeah,
Watch what happens now.
really bad. He was
To the point where you
really
said
bad.
he should retire, I believe.
Yeah. He had made a lot of money.
Yeah, I
Turns
mean,
out I was wrong. He's making a lot more money.
some Kirk Cousins shit.
Yeah, man. You know how much Daniel Jones is going to have made after this contract? You guys want to take a
I
guess?
think it's like 300, ain't it?
It's like 284 or something, 284 maybe.
Close to Tom Brady money.
Literally.
One playoff win
Yep.
over the Vikings.
Yep.
Same as Kirk.
Yep. Nice work. Kirk's made a lot more though. All right,
Yeah,
Carter.
those two combined, what are they at? 600 million now?
Carter,
700?
did you prepare these?
I did.
Okay, what do you got?
I got Mike Evans to the Niners.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
long
a
as that-
deal too.
As long as that electrical substation doesn't melt off bones and his meat from his hamstring, he'll be great.
The hamstring is a fear there with that situation and that
Yeah.
conspiracy theory. Can you hit the button for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby!
That's the wrong button.
That's
No,
the wrong button.
that was the wrong button, but I appreciate
That hit, though. That hit.
Yeah, that
did
hit. This was the button I wanted. Don't
Wait,
put that evil on me, Ricky
can
Bobby.
you hit us with that other one quick again?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby!
That actually
That
hit.
actually does
plays.
hit. That was
Yeah,
well.
That plays.
Oh,
That was good.
that
No,
was funny. God dang. Well
did you guys
done.
think Mike Evans would get paid more? 3 years for 42.4?
Dude, not coming off in
I don't know if he's going to play 3 years.
See, here's the thing. I don't agree with that. I think he can play 3 years. I think coming off 2 years with like injury issues, I think it's hard to pay a guy
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
like honestly, like
And he's in the
that
twilight
should,
of his career, too.
that should be the market. We shouldn't just be paying dudes to pay dudes. That's what fucks it all up.
Sometimes you're right.
Dak shouldn't have got paid, and now he fucked the QB market up, and now we got to pay guys like Daniel Jones $44 million a year for 2 years.
Dak's making 60.
Yeah, make Dak make sense to me still, please.
It doesn't.
That's
the
an
more
overpay.
confusing one is Trevor Lawrence at $55 million.
No, that's less confusing.
No, that's less
That is
confusing,
less confusing.
because what was the top paid one before Dak? 48 or 45?
No, it was more because I think we had seen.
I thought we hadn't seen 50.
No,
yet.
hadn't we seen 50, 54, 56? Didn't Burrow sign for like 56?
I thought it was
55.
what? I
They
thought it
went
was less than that,
10% over Burrow,
Yeah.
though,
bro.
for Dak.
And Dak ain't 10% better than Burrow.
His agent crushed that.
Crushed.
Bro, you better have bought that agent a
Crushed.
house on the
Oh,
lake.
well, I'm
He
sure
gave
he
it-
got a
Definitely
house.
did.
I'm talking about. I'm
I'm
not
sure.
talking about his cut. I'm talking about
guy-
additional.
That guy got a multi-million-dollar deal off that.
Well,
Yeah.
what is it? What did you
They get
tell
like
us?
3%?
3%
3%.
is average.
3%,
Some-
$60 million
Depending
for
on your
robbing.
agent, some negotiate up to 5.
If I'm robbing Jerry
But
Jones and I'm negotiating with him,
3% of 60 million is 1.8 million. Times that by 4.
I actually had a really weird, like
8 million.
I had a buddy of mine.
buy me a house too.
His dad's a lawyer, and he had said, like, with how much agents charge for their services, you could hire full teams of lawyers to go through the back and forth stuff, and these players would spend so much less
Oh yeah.
on the whole situation.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't
think
that
about
what-
5% of a $300 million deal or $200 million deal. 5% of that is $10 million.
Yeah, but then you get a
Yeah.
deal with a scummy lawyer, and who wants to do that?
Those guys,
well, just don't
agents
hire
are
scummy teams.
basically scummy.
Yeah,
You
don't.
think the agent's scummy?
Yep.
What?
Oh, absolutely.
Some of them.
No.
What?
Come on.
Come on, bro.
I
The
think it's
best
like-
agents are scumbag lawyers. For sure. And they're going to make sure they get yours. Because they're getting theirs,
Yeah,
too.
because they're gonna. It's like a good defense
Yeah,
attorney.
100%.
All right, that's
Yeah,
fair.
Kirk's
I've
guy.
literally always wondered about that. But I will say, too, I believe Caleb Williams does not have an agent. He has
his dad.
lawyers on staff.
Yeah, it's his
dad is his acting
dad
agent,
is his acting agent,
and they
he's
have a
got
team of lawyers.
He's got a 3-man team. think it's a
It was a
three-man-
3-man team. I don't know what it is for sure now.
I say
but
the
yeah.
only I knew that, and I know the only other player that did it was Ndamukong Suh had his mom, and then had a
Lamar
5-person.
Jackson is his mom, too.
What? I didn't
Mhm.
know that. Good for
Mhm.
him.
Kind of, except for he's missed out on a lot of money. But yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah.
did you really miss out on that much?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamar's missed out on some bread.
He's okay.
He's the
He's
10th
fine.
highest paid.
He's doing just fine. Still
He's
at the 10th
the
highest paid.
10th highest paid quarterback.
Yeah,
in the
let's
NFL.
talk about the $40 million a year or whatever the number is.
Okay, I just did the math. You could have a team of 10 lawyers work 40-hour weeks for a month for you.
This whole time, Nathaniel's been like
Doing
fucking
math in his
It
ringing
would,
head, yeah.
over there.
it'd be 1.6 million. You get a whole team of 10 lawyers for a month to negotiate your contract.
Yeah.
1.6 mil
I think the bigger thing
at
is
$1,000 an hour
I think the bigger thing
per
is
guy.
the players. I think might have a hard time negotiating with like their boss. Like, I can see that.
No,
being
the players don't go
struggle.
to the negotiations.
No, I know that.
Send
but
your-
I'm saying
send your
if you
group of
don't,
10
if you
dudes in
don't
there.
have, if you don't have that, you can't send your 10 dudes in. You'd have to go represent yourself.
No, you
and
can
you-
send 10 dudes in.
Can you?
Yeah. Yeah, your management team
I
can be
thought
as many
they-
people as you want.
Yeah, but I guess I see what you're saying. Thinking is that as a management team,
They are your management team.
they would
yeah.
be your management team. I
Right.
would assume you'd have to defend yourself. Then they would review the contract
No.
and see where your holes
They'll
are.
show up for you for that price.
Man, at this point, just run a
$1,000
contract.
an hour.
Dude, just run a contract through ChatGPT. It does it for you.
Okay, Joey.
It does. Hey, brother, I'll tell you right now, legitimately, multi-million-dollar construction contracts are checked and verified on fucking like AI shit, and it
Oh, yeah.
happens all the time.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, they are.
Yeah,
Work smarter, not
100%.
harder, baby.
literally
All right, who
did
do
it.
you have?
Yeah,
Okay, I have Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
talked
don't
about
love that.
Kenneth Walker as a guy, Carter can attest, without being vultured by Charbonnet, would have had some pretty huge numbers from a fantasy perspective. I think as much as I liked the style of player that Isaiah Pacheco was, you could just tell that he was not going to
I
be.
told Carter on the way here, he runs like Donald Duck.
He's
Kinda,
angry,
yeah.
man. Runs
He
downhill.
literally
angry.
runs like Donald Duck.
Yeah.
I will also say on that, the Chiefs,
Pacheco can get you what you need, though.
the Chiefs, the last 3 years haven't had good running back talent, and they've been really bad, like ranking wise in running. But before that, the 7 years before that, they were top 5.
Yeah.
They just haven't had talent.
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
I say it hits. And it's not
It's
even like
great.
they're committing that much, right? Like it's
$15 million a year.
but then it's guaranteed, I think it's at 28, so it's 2 years. So if he ends up not being that
Does
great,
that make you feel better about
2
it?
years.
No.
You know,
Why?
2 years for 14 a year?
So we were talking about running backs last fall, and I believe we said that like paying over 12 is kind of dumb.
Travis Etienne just got 13 a year.
Yeah, I don't
I,
agree.
I
with
think
that
with
one
market
either.
reset, that number probably jumps to like 13, 14. But I
So
also
then
think
what do you-
Kenneth Walker is probably one of the like best 7 running backs in the league.
I thought we had narrowed it down to like there were 4 or 5 dudes that we all agreed you could.
Those
pay,
guys are
and
all making
that's it.
20.
What's McCaffrey making?
19.25.
Is it 19?
It might be more.
I thought it was less.
No.
What's
No.
Saquon making?
I think he's making like 20 as well.
I thought Saquon was around
Let
15.
me pull it
I
up
thought
here.
they were both around 15 to 17.
Carter's going to look it up. Top paid running backs.
McCaffrey
Because I think it's more.
I thought it was less.
averages 19 mil.
Okay.
What is Saquon?
Come contract average for running back. Saquon 20.6. Then it's McCaffrey at 19. Then Derrick Henry at 15.
Got it.
So it's those two guys. That's kind of who we talked about.
We did talk about those three.
Less.
Yeah.
The problem is Derrick Henry should not be at 15.
Can I
Kenneth
just say-
Walker's at 15.
I would pay McCaffrey 20.
That's a different animal.
I know,
But we had
but
talked
wouldn't
about. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For the Vikes? Fuck yeah, I
I'm
would.
just saying in general, any team, if you
Yeah.
had a chance at McCaffrey, you're paying $20 million for McCaffrey.
We'll see how he
But
comes back next year. We're
didn't
going to
we-
see how
He's
the
getting
body
older,
holds.
but-
Hey,
Didn't we pay Aaron Jones like 10 last year?
10.
Yeah.
that's
so $4 million extra to get Kenneth Walker.
We
on,
almost got
right? I think it's
ETN
worth it.
reports are saying, but Saints offered too much.
Yeah.
Would you pay Travis Etienne for the Vikes 13? I feel like I wouldn't.
Nope.
12 would have been 12 or 11.
I wouldn't have paid ETN 13.
I think
I don't
11.
even think, honestly, I don't think I
10.
would have paid him 12.
10 to 11 seems fitting.
I think he's very whatever.
The
That's
10,
just my
the
opinion.
10 to 11 range is J.K. Dobbins, Kyron Williams, James Cook.
That's kind of how good I think
James
Travis
Cook
Etienne
literally
is.
led the league in touchdowns. I'm going
Yeah,
with
James,
like,
James Cook's going to get a big contract.
He's gonna
James
get
going to
a
get
big one.
paid. Which
Yeah.
he should. He should. Let's clarify that. Like
It'll be a
he
2 or
earned
3 year deal, though, because of his age at that
He
point.
just
What
got
did-
a new contract.
And he's making 10 a year.
11.5.
Wow, they killed that.
Yep. He got a new one last
that
How old is he?
negotiation.
29?
He is 27 this year.
Great
He's got life. He's got
negotiation.
life though. Left.
They killed
On the
that.
team side,
Yeah.
not James Cook's
No, James
agent.
Cook got fleeced.
Yeah.
Bad agent. Probably his brother's agent. That guy fucked Dalvin Cook up, too.
Yeah, he made way less than he
Are
probably
you
should have.
kidding me?
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I just thought
If
it
that
funny
was
how
my
you said
agent,
it.
I'd have fired his ass in a minute. But like, I don't have a. What do you mean? I'm out of the league. I was just one of the best running backs in the league.
Yeah.
Now
Cal would
I'm
have
out
fired
of
his
the league.
agent and hired that team of 10 lawyers.
Don't need him. I need 5.
two to get Dalvin Cook on a
No,
good team.
I mean, if you want to, I would hire a team of 5 lawyers.
You'd walk in with
crush.
5 lawyers.
Oh yeah, I
You'd
wanna
walk in.
fuck-
What's
I
the
want to fuck you up.
Jalen Hurts has the
I'm gonna
5 women?
outspend the NFL in my contract negotiations.
I like it.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes. Jalen Hurts has the 5 women, right?
Yep.
His manager.
Here's what you need to
His
think about it. You
advisor,
need to think
his
about it more
lawyer.
like this. Okay, James Cook is making 11.5.
Should be a 15.
Kenneth Walker is making 15.
That's fucked.
If you hired that group of 10 and you paid 1.6 and you got his contract, you're making 3.4.
Well, also, like, would you rather have James Cook
Easy.
or Kenneth Walker?
Kenneth Walker.
James Cook.
If it was me, I would go hire the best law firm in the United States that runs like corporate merger acquisition for big companies where they just go in and bulldoze you and take your business from you. That's who I would hire. They'd be like, oh yeah, we're coming to negotiations. We're coming.
Who would you rather
I'm
have?
saying.
What?
Cook or Walker?
James Cook.
Okay.
I'd rather have
James Cook was an absolute monster this
Like
year.
You also have to think he was the only weapon Josh Allen had.
Also
Doesn't
true.
matter.
It does.
I'd still rather have James Cook.
Yeah.
I can guarantee his touchdowns go down this year now that DJ Moore's on the team.
I bet they don't.
How much you want to bet?
$10
Sure.
I'll bet 100.
Yeah, for sure.
that it goes down, or that
Yeah, it'll go down.
I don't think it goes down
100%.
much.
It's going to go down.
Can
I
we
don't
see
think it's
it?
gonna go down much. What?
It's okay.
Can we see that bet?
He has his bet already.
I got one. I don't need to lock in 2.
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't feel like it.
Okay.
Not that confident.
Okay, anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's confident.
You
just not
knew I
nice.
had to say that.
Nice
I
try.
had to do that.
You had to bait me.
I
but
had to
nice
do that.
try.
I had to do that.
Nice try. Yeah.
Okay,
Gavin.
all right. What's your next one, buddy?
DJ Moore to the Bills for a second rounder, and the Bills get a 5th. That's a steal.
So far, I love your list.
Yeah, that's a steal in my
the
opinion.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
That was. I didn't even put that on my list, but I saw it. Thought it was good.
It's an above average
probably-
safety getting picked for literally
We're
to
idiots
me nothing.
is how that makes me feel.
Yeah, to nothing.
We're
That's
idiots.
a great pickup. Really anchors them. But DJ Moore going there really gives them, I think, that veteran leadership that Keon Coleman needs.
Yeah.
And
I
again,
agree
for
with
a
you.
second rounder and the Bills get a 5th, and let's be real, the Bills draft better in the second half of the draft. Great pick.
Yeah.
And Moore's a dog.
Yeah, dude, he puts on the work.
He's a
like he don't
dog.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And again, veteran leadership. But again, you got him cheap. Like second rounder,
Cheap.
the Bills never hit in the first 2 rounds with much. So
Now they're gonna
like,
have to pay him quite a bit of money, but they can. They should.
they've got the cap space, but
I
I don't
think DJ
think, I
Moore
don't
is
think
good.
he's going to want a ton. I think the Mike
He's
Evans
gonna want
thing.
25.
I bet I was thinking 20 to 22.
25.
I think he'll want 25.
Think
but
so?
yeah, I think he's
Doesn't
worth
T.
it though.
Higgins make that much?
Yeah.
25 puts
T.
you at
Higgins
the
makes-
Devonta
is
Smith,
also better
Jameson
than DJ
Williams area.
Who?
Devonta
T.
Smith.
Higgins.
T. Higgins is better.
What's that now, Carter?
That's about $25 million.
Yeah.
T. Higgins is better though.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah.
so is Smitty.
T. Higgins is a 1 on like
90% of teams.
Half.
for sure.
Half?
Yeah, half.
Bro, 20,
70%.
25. I bet you 23 teams he's a 1.
He's
on.
Or
the thing,
competing for a 1.
the
I'll
thing that
clarify
he has going for him is he's humongous.
Yeah.
And he's fast. He's got good hands. He runs clean routes.
You take in George Pickens or T. Higgins?
T. Higgins,
For sure.
for sure. One breakout year does not sell me on the Pickens train yet. I'm with you. He's a freak. And you were right. You called it. He is a freak on that team. But T. Higgins has shown you year in and year out that dude can play. I
Yeah.
got 1 year
Okay.
of Pickens. I can't do that.
I agree with you.
Now let me ask you this. Were you taking A.J. Brown or T. Higgins?
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
Ooh, I don't know, man. I'm thinking
It depends
Higgins.
on his attitude. Does
That's-
he
see,
show up
that's
with
the-
a good attitude
that's
or a bad
Playing in
attitude?
Philly or not.
But that the problem is though is you get that in that
If it's statistics based, it's gonna be tough to.
Bro, I was gonna say like, no, he's probably only a 1 on like half the teams, and then I looked through some of the AFC teams, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
bro.
man, he's
70%
a 1 on like
is-
almost every AFC team.
Thank you. I like how you thought about it. You're like, I'm gonna be able to defend this. Then you're like,
I looked and I'm
fuck.
like, man, a lot of these teams, their wide receiver groups are kind
Pretty
of
bad.
buns.
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
No,
I can't think of a team. He's not a 1 here.
no.
He's not a 1
In Cincinnati,
Cincinnati.
He's not
Here's-
a 1
Pierce is the
Rams.
1 for Colts.
He's not a 1. He's not a what?
Colts, Pierce.
I think he's
I
a
think
1.
he's better than Pierce.
I think he's
You
Pierce.
got them
Yeah.
over Pierce.
I think
I
so.
think if T. Higgins was on the Colts, they'd have let Alec Pierce go.
I'm going to tell you right now. I think out
maybe.
of I
Yeah.
think
Maybe.
I think the Packers. He's a 1 all day.
It's
Bears-
easier to name
Bears-
the teams
Bears-
he's
It's
not.
he's a
easier.
1.
I think it's easier to name the teams that
Yeah.
he's.
Either way,
the
I think
1.
you've been proven to be correct.
Yeah.
So,
I think
The 70%. The 70%.
The Niners.
Yeah.
I'm taking Higgins over Mike Evans at the moment.
It's
right
like
now.
it's
For
like
sure.
7 to 9 teams probably at most that he isn't the one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
And
Okay.
you could probably argue a little bit on some of those.
Yeah, true.
My second favorite, because it is going to. Some of mine are a little selfish. Like I didn't really necessarily pick like.
Oh, you
this
didn't
is
go
the
through and
best.
like you didn't dig it up.
I did. I dug it up.
Oh, you dug.
I dug it up.
You did dig
I
a
have.
little.
I pulled stats on all these guys.
You dropped
but-
the Colby one. Was all right.
No, that was good. I didn't have that.
Yeah, we like
But
that
my second favorite one, because it's going to be cinema, no matter how you slice it, is Malik Willis to the Dolphins.
Oh, I will agree with this. I love this.
Because he's either going to be really fucking good, and you're gonna be
Really
like, wow, or
bad.
he's going to suck. Or he's going to suck. And we're not going to know if it's because the Dolphins are trash or if he's trash. But the thing that he does have going for him is the head coach of the Dolphins, Jeff Hafley, was at Green Bay. So
they've got that. They've got
they
that.
have
vibe.
that relationship already that has started. And based on what I saw from Malik Willis in the games that he played last year for the Packers, I think he's got more in the tank than we originally thought, and I'm very excited to see how he is.
That has to be the most a player has ever been paid for starting 6 games in his career.
No, I think there's probably worse.
I think there's worse.
I don't think so.
I
feel
think
like
there's
there's
worse.
got to be
In
worse.
4 years, he's started 6 games and
Brother.
got a $67 million contract.
brother. I think there are worse.
I don't think so.
I think
How much of
many
it is
games?
guaranteed, Carter?
Guaranteed
Because it doesn't really matter how much he got.
45.
Okay.
That's a lot. For
It's
a
not-
guy that's
it's not
started-
that
many-
much
how many-
considering last year Justin Fields got
He's guaranteed $8 million for every game he has started in his career.
Carter, the way you got to look at that though is what did Daniel Jones win the year before his big contract? Was it not 6 games or 7 games and then gets paid stupid big? That's bananas.
I'm just saying he is starting.
I
his
hear what you're
starting
saying,
record
Carter,
is
but-
3-3. It's just so much money for a 50% starting quarterback.
Yeah, but like
Who's been on a good
you
team.
have to roll the dice on potential to a degree, and Miami's in a pickle. Who are your other options?
they could have
Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Hughes?
Quinn
Quinn
Ewers.
Quinn Ewers?
You like Quinn Ewers?
I do like Quinn Ewers on down on.
You
on-
like him as a backup?
Yeah, I like him. I like him as a backup, and I loved him in college. I don't know if I love him.
I'm not saying anything against Malik Willis. It's just a lot for a guy that has
I just
started
think,
6 games.
I don't get me wrong. I think it's a lot, but I think we've seen worse.
I think that the fact that Justin Fields got 2 for 40, I think does speak to the fact that pretty much if you're getting a starting quarterback in the NFL, unless they are truly like run through, like a Sam Darnold.
Gotta say that
That's what it is, though. I mean, like look at like a Sam Darnold situation where you're going to make $10 million.
like a Philip Rivers
you're
coming back.
You're going to pay $20 million a year for a quarterback. It's just like
that
what it
seems to
costs
be the
now.
floor. Yeah.
It's like you're not going to get a guy for less than that.
Yeah, it's just
But-
he's never been a starting quarterback. That's where it gets me.
But he has potential to be.
but he hasn't actually shown that much.
But
Do you guys want to know the other teams that were interested in him? Because I thought it was interesting.
Jets?
Tennessee.
And because this kind of speaks to what you were saying, Carter. He got a lot of money per year. The only other teams that have been shown to have been interested were the Patriots, wanted him as their backup. The Falcons wanted him as their backup behind Tua. And the Raiders wanted him as their backup behind Mendoza.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
man.
think it's a big swing.
I think it's.
Big
I think
swing.
you got to roll the dice sometimes. I think this is one of them.
I like it. I like it. I think the Dolphins are in a position too where they can be bad for 3 years.
They got to swing
like
that
they're
bat.
already, they got to swing the bat. You got to
Gotta
swing
go
the bat
for it.
now, or you're going to be really screwed. Them paying $100 million for the next 2 years is pretty crazy too. But yeah,
I
whatever.
think Atlanta picking him up's worse. You
Yeah.
have two injured lefties.
Okay, can I just also say this is very funny. The Falcons. Just let's talk about, if you were a Falcons fan, their last couple of years. They
crying.
sign an injured Kirk Cousins off of a torn Achilles, pay him a guaranteed $100 million. Okay. Then the same year that they bring him in, they draft Michael Penix, who was injured constantly.
in college.
So they have an injured
constantly,
veteran.
though, not like a little. Like
no,
he was
like
injured.
5 of his 6 years in college, he was injured.
Yeah, bad.
and like big
you,
injuries.
You bring in a vet who's injured, then you draft a young guy who's always injured, and now they just brought in a veteran
the most injured veteran on the table.
who's always injured. I'm just like, what is happening,
why?
dude?
Do you want to know what I
Why?
think it is? I think they're having to sacrifice souls to keep Bijan at the top.
No, you know what I think it is, man? I think it's because Arthur Smith, the owner of the Falcons, has been a little bit hands off. I don't think he's really that involved, which is why I think he brought Matt Ryan in. And yet, what does Matt Ryan do? Go pick up the most injured quarterback who's been playing in the NFL for the last 4 years.
They love those injured
They
guys.
love those injured quarterbacks. I just don't get that. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. Carter, what's your second guy?
My second guy would be Wan'Dale Robinson to the Titans.
Why?
I think he is going to ball out. Cam Ward finally gets a good receiver.
Good.
Like a wide receiver 3?
Wan'Dale Robinson is good.
That's
Like
real
a
loose.
2 or a 3?
He will be a 1.
But he's not a 1, so is he a 2 or a 3?
He
He
will.
can pretend to be a 1 on that team if he wants to.
Do you know what he sounds like right now? I'm drafting really good guys. I'm going to kill you guys in fantasy.
So himself.
Yeah. That was funny. Haha. He had a good year last year and he didn't have a quarterback.
Define good year.
1,000 yards.
That's the only, that's the notch. That's all we got to hit now to be good.
Well, that's
I would say
it's,
that's
it's good, but it's not I don't know if that's one material.
so. Who else was he competing against for snaps and balls?
Malik Neighbors.
Nope,
Yep.
wasn't competing against Malik Neighbors.
By the way, T. Higgins only had 800 yards
because
last
Malik
year.
Neighbors was hurt.
Oh,
so.
he got through like 3
that's a little
games,
different
4?
situation.
2 games, something like that. Yeah.
Very
Two or
few.
three.
So wait, who else was he competing against? Like who else was getting snaps and like maybe could catch balls for them?
I don't remember their depth chart to be
Shoot.
honest,
Right,
but
'cause
he is
pretty
good.
much no
I don't know
one.
if you've watched him.
Bag of
I have
Skittles.
watched him play. He's
Yeah.
not bad. He's a 2.
He's
He's a 2, but
We'll see. I think he's going to be
He's-
really good with Cam Ward.
he might be
excited.
a 1 on that team because there are no other options.
He'll have over 1,300 yards.
bet.
Sure.
How much?
$10.
All right, deal.
You jumped on that fast.
Yeah, he'll have less than 1,300 yards.
For sure.
I don't
Because
think so.
Cam Ward's not going to throw 1,300 yards to any of his receivers next year.
Other than
Cam Ward might not get 13 yards passing.
That's
But
really
did that
mean.
bet just go down?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
100
Cam Ward
yards a game. You don't think he can pass for 100 yards a game?
Man, when Cam Ward going on live press conference be like, we asked. I don't really know much.
At least he's honest.
He started looking a little better towards the end of the season.
All right, Nathaniel.
All right. So when he said favorite moves, I didn't necessarily think about good deals, good fits.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good. I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
So mine is based on, you see a guy
Oh, God.
in 17 games, he throws for 3,000 yards. He goes 2-13, 19 tutties, 17 picks.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
like
you
Brock
go,
Purdy.
you know what I want to do? I want to trade a 6th round pick to bring that guy to my ball club.
Yeah.
And that was the Jets with Geno Smith, bro. What? How are we doing this? Like, I couldn't believe when it was like Geno back to the Jets. Why?
Tank for Arch
What first round pick do they have? Well, Arch isn't coming out this year.
next year.
Of
Tank
all
for
the
Arch.
teams,
What-
of all the teams,
What pick do they have this year, though, in the first round?
It's got to be top 7 unless they traded it away.
oh, the Jets are way up there.
They've
think
got
it's
like
like-
3 or
I
4.
don't know.
They are number 2.
2.
Bro, you could. What quarterbacks are on the option table?
Nobody after Mendoza.
Yeah.
You could go get that kid from, following Jets fashion, they should go get the kid from Vanderbilt. That fits into their play.
Diego Pavia.
Yeah, that fits in their playbook.
I don't think
At
he's going to
5'9".
get drafted.
Oh,
I-
he'll go in the 7th or 6th for sure.
No, you know who gets drafted in the
I
seventh?
bet
Guys
he's
with
like an
potential.
undrafted free agent pickup.
No, he'll go in the
He's 5'9",
he'll go in the 5th or 6th.
and he's not that good.
He's not that good.
He's the new backup to the Packers for sure.
I could see it.
That could cook.
I could see
That might
it.
be the first thing you said all night.
Put
that
him on
made
the
sense.
bench and humble him for 3 or 4 years.
Yep,
Bro, he
and
needs,
never
he
let
needs-
him play.
Hey, I'll tell you something right now. He needs a humbling worse than Shadur did. Mark,
Oh, way worse.
say it right now.
Way worse.
For
Way
sure.
worse.
I don't think Shadur even needed a humbling.
Shadur needed a humbling. He didn't need what he got, but he needed a humbling.
He
of
was
some
going to
kind.
get a humbling in the NFL no matter
But he
how
needed
it
a
came.
humbling. He needed a little bit more.
I don't know. Don't
I-
agree. But
I think
regardless, I agree with you about Pavia.
that kid needs some.
Needs
He needs some
dad to
sadness.
kick his ass.
He needs help.
He needs some
He
sadness.
needs a dad around to kick his ass.
When you're
That's what he
throwing
needs.
money at the club with your $100,000 Rolex, I like you way less. You have Johnny Manziel vibes, but worse. At least Johnny did that shit
Johnny
behind
Manziel
closed
vibes
doors,
and less money.
and you did it behind closed doors.
Right.
You threw cash behind closed doors. You weren't at the club doing it. You weren't dropping 100 bands at the strip club on a fucking Tuesday as a college kid. I got problems with that.
Bad idea.
I mean, he's
Bad
got, he's
idea.
got the
You're
NIL,
on
he's got the
Gavin's
NIL,
shit list.
he's got the NIL money.
Yeah. Johnny Manziel made more money behind closed doors, though.
You
Just
think
want to-
so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think he made behind closed doors?
Oh,
Any
I don't
guess?
know. 5 million, 10 million.
Oh, I would have thought it was more. I would have put a 0 on that.
I think while he was in college, I'm saying.
I know.
50? No.
Bro, the most
50 million?
sold college jersey for like 4 years in a row or 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Pavia earned $2 million in NIL.
Yeah, we ain't even.
No, Manziel made more money. That's what I said.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I don't think he made 50 million, bro. But he's doing a lot of shit that a guy that made 50 million wouldn't probably do. Lot of signings.
Oh,
Lot
you mean Johnny
A
Manziel
lot
now?
of meat and grease. Yeah.
Brother, you want to know why that is? We had a sniffany problem. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he sniffed the money away.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
right.
among other things. Okay, next one. We got a bustle here.
Tyler Lindenbaum.
Love it.
Love the pickup.
Ugh.
Only
wish
thing I
we
got to
would've got
ask.
him.
I want to curious what you think. 3 for 81 was 60 guaranteed.
Yeah.
Do you think that's an overpay?
That's the center market.
I don't think that's a center market.
Yeah,
I think that's
It's gonna
the,
be.
like top 5 center market.
The
in
problem is,
NFL.
Carter, there's only like 4 good centers around, so you can't make that the benchmark.
4
because-
really good ones.
Yeah, because then the rest of the teams would fuck their whole.
Well, what's Creed Humphrey making? 22?
18.
18?
Yep.
Yeah. I you know what? I think it's a lot. I think it might have been a little much.
What would you have been able to say, like, that's fair?
for him to come to the Vikes. If you're the Vikes GM, what are you paying him to come here?
I would have been willing to pay him 20, 22.
See, that's the thing. I think multiple teams had offers at over
They did.
25.
Not over.
I don't
I guess
25.
I had heard that multiple teams were over 22, but I didn't hear anything about 25.
I'm sorry, but like 20. I think it seems steep to me.
It's
For
a lot.
Sure. It's 10
It's a
mil
lot.
over
He's
the other
also
guy.
very good.
He is, but he's not. Is he head and shoulders above Humphrey?
No.
Do you think it's? Do you think
But I
it's
think
close?
if Creed Humphrey was signing his contract today, he'd be looking at like 25 as well.
Yeah, but agreed.
Yeah.
But
I think they're close.
you think they're close?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. Creed
They're
Humphrey
both. I think they're both top 4 in the league. Top
in
4
the
centers.
league currently.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, I thought you were gonna say all time. I was gonna be like, ooh.
No, not all the
I was like,
time.
we're
But I think
not.
they're top 4 centers in the league right now today.
Okay.
So
okay.
to reset the market, it is a big jump.
That's a big
18
jump.
to
Very big.
26 is
So
a big
like,
jump.
in my head, I saw 21. 21, 22 seemed like a fair mark.
Yeah.
Because you can't
We
pay
are.
the
It
left
is a little
tackle and the
ridiculous
center
how we
big.
reset the market. in the
I was going to
NFL.
say it does speak to Cal's earlier point when we talked weeks ago about the Kaprizov deal, right? Is where it's like if you go 50% above like what the best guys are getting paid,
Some
it's just
resets are a
crazy.
problem.
and then this is a huge percent increase.
'Cause-
It's not
'cause
10-20% higher.
Because my question is this: that kind of contract, plus with some of the other ones that they're going to have coming, especially with all the signing they've done, they have to win on Mendoza's rookie contract. Because if he balls out, he's going to have to get paid.
Mhm.
So now you're basically locking yourself into
4
a
years.
3-year, 4-year window
Yep.
of hopes and prayers.
Correct.
And man, that's a gamble.
Well, they were trying to hit the league minimum after getting rid of Max Crosby. They had so little in contracts. That's why they've made all these signings.
I know, but you have to think
did
when
have a
you start
ton.
overpaying and you start doing all this other shit.
They needed to
But
overpay.
I think they'll
They
also
had the
keep in
money.
mind it's a 3-year deal. So a lot of the deals they just signed are on that same timeline.
So their goal is to win on that rookie contract.
They'll be off the books before the rookie contract.
Yeah, my fear is that you want to keep Linderbaum because he's got another contract.
Essentially,
coming, 'cause
man, what
he'll be
happens-
30 when this is up.
What happens in the NFL is you're swapping deficiencies, okay? Because whenever you have great players at certain positions, you are going to be weaker at other positions.
Unless you can get everybody
And
cheap.
unless you can draft a shitload of guys and then hit on a lot of draft picks for like 3 or 4 years in a row, which is extremely hard to do and hardly anyone ever does it. So, at the end of the day, yes, you are just swapping deficiencies. So they are saying to themselves right now, hey, we need to have some guys come in here that can make our offense even give us a shot to see if Mendoza's good. We need to protect him. We need to bring in some offensive pieces that can actually make a difference. That's what they're going to try and do. I would probably do the same thing. If I had the number 1 overall draft pick and I was picking a quarterback, my O-line needs to be good. We need to have at least one really good receiver, and then you need to probably just fortify like your defensive line.
And you've already got Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty, so you've got options.
Right.
Again, if Mendoza hits, the Raiders quickly become
Good.
Contenders.
It's just tough because their division is going to be tough. Like the Chiefs aren't going to go 6-11 again. I don't think the Broncos are going to be as good as they were last year because they won like every 1-score game. But the Chargers with Harbaugh won't be bad.
It's a tough division.
I say the hard part, and you hit on this a couple months back, betting against Harbaugh is a really bad decision. That division is a juggernaut.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough in that division.
For sure.
My third one I had was Mike Evans, but that one already got brought up, so I will jump to number 4, which was Braden Smith to the Houston Texans. Great contract.
Love that.
2 years, $25 million, 13.5 guaranteed.
Cheap.
Really like that contract. And they needed him really bad. CJ Stroud had major issues this past year with protection, threw a lot of picks because of that protection. Had to bring in a guy. They bring in a veteran, Braden Smith. Great deal, in my opinion, 2 for $25. Love the pick.
I do think that is a steal.
Got 100+ career starts. Really good pass blocking reputation.
A good leader.
Yep. Good leader, durable veteran presence. Love it. Really like it. Carter?
My next one, just so we can talk about it, is Trey Hendrickson.
Let's get into this.
The
All right.
absolute baloney the Ravens have pulled.
Let's get into this.
This
Because
was
I
on
think
my
you
list.
have this too, right?
I have both sides of this as 2 of my items.
I
The
had him on mine.
Ravens are in a position right now where they are headed toward a future where people don't want to do anything with them. I'm just going to throw that out there. This is not the first time they've backed out of a deal. They did this in 2018. They did it with Michael Brockers, I think, in 2022. They've done this.
They did dirty stuff with Jair Alexander last year.
Yep. Where they traded him, said he was healthy. Turns out he wasn't healthy. Went to the Eagles, basically retired.
Yep.
So the Ravens are getting a bad reputation right now. And it's happening league-wide, and it's ridiculous, dude. Like, this guy came in, he's fresh off of a knee surgery. And what physical did you think he was passing? Like, what was the physical? Because there's a lot of rumblings that it was not a physical.
No.
There's a lot of rumblings that they do this on purpose, and they did this with the other 2 guys that they did this with in 2018 and 2022 too. They didn't pass them because the other team's physicals came back as good, and their doctors came back with a bad physical.
So why do this though? Let's talk about that.
It's easy.
To buy you time. To buy you time. The reason you would do this is because you are going to sign a pass rusher, and you know that you're in the final discussions for Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby. And if someone else makes a trade for Max Crosby in the time that you're trying to figure shit out, then you
miss
don't
out
get
on
Max
both of them.
Crosby at all. And if Trey Hendrickson signs in that same time period, then you're really fucked because now you just missed them both. So you say, we're going to do this deal. And you know in the back of your mind, if he comes here and we don't feel right about this, or we feel like we're getting closer to inching toward this deal with Trey Hendrickson, then we'll back out on this because we'll say that he didn't pass our physical because our doctors don't like the way things looked. And
They saved their picks. They lost a lot of people in free agency, so they
when
need
you're a
them.
team that tells people this guy's healthy, you should trade us for him,
So
and he gets there and he's still injured and then he retires, you have already put me on alert that I don't believe you're trustworthy at all.
I don't disagree with that, but I don't think I could see that if the deal was good, but like Trey Hendrick's deal was very normal. That's not like an absurd amount of money to pay him, but it's not an underpay either. That's probably the stock you would have got from anybody. So if you were going to pay him what he was worth to everybody else, why go through the rigmarole? Why not just pay him and be done?
They prefer Max Crosby, but when Trey Hendrickson said he'd sign with them, then they backed out of the Crosby deal, did that, saved their picks.
Man, I think that's a stretch, but maybe.
This is what-
because Trey Hendrickson was also being talked to by multiple other teams, including like the Eagles.
Yep.
Yes.
Like the Eagles were very serious about him.
I get that, but like if 4 for 112 for a top 6, top 7 pass rusher, it's not an overpay.
No.
So, but what I'm confused by that is if I can pay league normal for the guy that I want.
Would you rather have Max Crosby lose 2 first-round picks, pay him $38 a year?
No, I'd rather have this deal all
Trey
day.
Hendrickson.
So, but he already had said this deal didn't come up in 20 minutes after the physical.
He hadn't made his decision by the time they did the Crosby trade.
Right.
I understand that, but you know you've already been in negotiations, so you roughly know where he's at. No different than last week when I said Daniel Jones and them are not close to a number, and then Monday it was released that Daniel wanted somewhere between 45 and 50,
But he didn't
and they
decide.
were at 30 to 35.
He didn't decide the Ravens is where he wanted to go.
Right.
No, but if you knew roughly what you were going to have to pay him, you'd know if you were even in the running. If the Ravens knew they were going to pay him roughly what he wanted, you knew you were going to be competitive, and you could have paid an extra couple million and really stood out and probably got him regardless.
But they would have
And it's-
preferred Max Crosby. It's either
It doesn't make sense to me in your logic, but sure.
his knee surgeon said he's doing very well in the early part of his rehab. He's doing an excellent job attacking his rehab. Knee's responding very well. Max is returning to his elite level of performance this season, planned for, and several more to come.
I guess we'll find out.
So he's doing well on his rehab. I think it's such a bad excuse to say this guy that had surgery a couple weeks ago failed his physical, because obviously.
I think it's more like this. If you have a contract with a farmer and they tell you they're going to do this, they're going to give you X amount of dollars for whatever you're turning in. I'm doing a butcher of a job.
You're
of
butchering
saying
this, but I love where you're going. Keep cooking.
But point is, right, you make a deal with someone local to do some business for you. Okay? And the car dealers, the car shop. You bring your car into the shop, they tell you it's going to be $1,000 and they'll have it done by Friday. You drop your truck off, okay? And they call you on Thursday and they say, hey, Gavin, we haven't started on it yet, and it's going to cost you $2,000, and we're not going to get it done until 2 weeks from now. Do you want to come get it, or you want us to keep it? Now, that happens. The next time that something comes up,
Yes, I agreed with you on that. Like that, I can agree with. It does raise red flags. But if you were, I guess the part that's hard for me is if they were trying to get Trey Hendricks at a steal, or they came in really low, I could understand that logic. But they didn't. They came in like above average for where I think Trey should be at.
I think it's more like the idea is that you're on the phone with Trey Hendrickson and you're offering him the deal, and you know you're the highest paid guy that's offering him money. And then his agent is like, well, I think a lot of it just comes down to like Trey wants to play for a team that has a shot to win right now. And there are a lot of other teams that are talking to us. And so we just need to like really think about this and try to figure out where the best fit for Trey is going to be going forward. And that's the phone call you end on. It's not like a, hey, well, yeah, we would love to come to the Ravens. Let us just think about it. It's looking good. I think it's more like, we don't know where we're going to go yet. We have a lot of options on the table. We'll just have to see. Maybe it shakes out and it's you. And then you're like, shit, we got to go get somebody.
They
Like,
needed
then
a
it's-
D end, so they did the trade.
But then if you're trading, I'm going to take the same money or similar money from the Eagles. I'll go to the Eagles. Why would I then pick you? Why would I sign your deal if you've now traded for Max Crosby if I'm Trey Hendricks?
Because they backed out of the deal, and then the next morning they signed Trey Hendrickson.
I know that, but they didn't back out and then sign him without him giving them some inkling that he was going to do their deal.
Wait, what did you just say?
What?
So
They didn't back out without him giving some inkling?
You think that they backed out and then went to trade the next morning and said, hey, man, you ready to do this deal? Like, he didn't call them and be like, hey.
I think before they backed out of the trade, Trey Hendrickson called, said, hey, I'll go with you guys if you want to sign me.
So what I'm saying is, from Trey's perspective, if the team is being shady, why wouldn't I just go to the Eagles then if I had the same offers on the table?
Because he wants to go to the Ravens.
Why?
Better chance to win.
Eagles have a better chance of winning than the Ravens do.
I think he got paid more money.
You think it came down to more money?
Yeah.
But then, to me, then you wouldn't have the first conversation. Because he, at least from what I read, the Ravens were one of the last two to give him an offer.
Again, I'm not even like trying to argue with you.
No,
I think what ends up happening though is it's more of like you're negotiating back and forth. So like you leave the call with the Ravens and they're like, we'll pay you $29 a year. The Eagles might not have made an actual offer yet.
The
So
Eagles
you
are
don't
23rd
know
in
that-
cap space.
You don't know that you're making more money to go to the Ravens when you get off that call. So you're like, well, we have to see what happens. And then you go out and then you go back to the Eagles and you're like, hey, the Ravens are offering us $29 a year, but if we don't make a move pretty quick, and the Eagles are like, well, all right, let us think about it. Let me call you back tomorrow and we'll have our number. And then they call you back tomorrow and it's 28 or 27.5 and you're like, shoot, it's another 10 million.
But then you also
I
know
don't
they're already
know.
doing the Max Crosby thing. It's like, do you want to be a part of that organization
So
for being
that's-
shitty?
I think that's kind of what supports the idea in my mind that they're doing something shitty, because I don't think that Trey Hendrickson would have known that they were going to do something shitty. It's more so like
He thought he was going to get Max Crosby and himself.
That is what they're trying to lead people to believe, is that they wanted both of them, which they did have the money for.
That would have been a problem if you had both of them, not going to lie.
That's what they're trying to spin the thing, is they were trying to get both, but they couldn't get one.
Hypothetically, Ravens defense would become terrifying with those two.
yeah,
Just saying.
yeah. Really
Had
scary.
a comment on that.
Anyway,
Maybe,
the point
maybe.
being, either way, it's it's kind of shitty business. The Gophers lost, by the way. I just want to throw that out there for everybody.
Shocker.
Good work.
Fuck.
Really?
Really talented, though.
Nope, I said not talented. Remember?
Really hardworking.
Yes.
Not very talented.
Very hardworking, not very talented. Anyway, I think it's bizarre. I said this too earlier. I think that they would have actually been better suited to take Max Crosby. Just my opinion. I think he's way better than Trey Hendrickson. I think you're going to see that play out. I think that Max Crosby is a generational defensive end talent. Guy is a freak. What are you doing with your 2 first-round picks? You have your quarterback locked up. You're terrible at drafting wide receivers.
Your secondary's rough.
Not that bad. Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
We've got some good players back there.
I think pretty much just Kyle Hamilton, ain't it?
I don't think it's just Kyle Hamilton. I thought they had some players back there. They've got Kyle Hamilton and some other guys.
Some dudes.
Some dudes.
Some dudes back there.
Malachi Starks, Chidobe Awuzie,
Awuzie is
Nate
good.
Wiggins.
Average. But could you go get it? Could you attempt to go get a generational first round, second?
Not with their
second.
pick. Not with their pick.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Find out.
Yeah, you never know. Everything's a toss-up after the top 10 picks.
And yes,
So
even the top 10 are up.
that's why I think I would go, like a guy like Max Crosby, it's like, shit, 2 firsts? I don't know. If I was the Ravens, I would do it.
He goes. Now he goes to Detroit and goes home.
I think that you're so much better
Oh, no.
with Max Crosby than you are with Trey Hendrickson. Just my opinion. Guy can do a lot more. He can drop back in coverage. He can play wide. He really stops outside run. Super fast. Great talent at sacking.
Trey Hendricks
Quarterback.
gets you to the QB and gets pressure, and that's where it ends.
Crosby for Grenard in the first.
In a second.
In a second.
In a fucking.
But it's not going to
heartbeat.
happen.
No, but it could.
Hold on. You want me to hop on a train? Max Crosby shows up here. I'll take everybody to a game, and I'll buy everybody a jersey.
Sounds
Put
great.
it on the pod.
Sounds great.
Max Crosby's my type of player. I would love him to be a
I
Viking.
wonder why.
Me too.
Fuck you trying to say?
You like a little
Just
bit
a
of
hard-nosed
that
guy.
psycho
Hold on.
energy.
No. Don't defend him now. Why don't you quit laughing and say it with your chest?
Who's your favorite quarterback?
My favorite QB, Peyton Manning. The fuck you mean?
Who's your favorite quarterback right now?
Right now?
Mhm.
It's all right, bro. We all know. You
Probably
can
Brock
say it.
Purdy, without question. Fuck's that got to do with what does that have to do with
Nothing.
Max Crosby? Those are two very different players.
Yeah, you pick really good guys.
Oh, okay. Kyler Murray for MVP. Don't worry over there.
Right. You can't say much, Carter. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is bonkers to me. I think they would have been better with Max Crosby. I do think the Ravens did some backdoor sneaky type shit. They've done it too many times for me to be like they didn't. I think the track record, whenever you have a track record, the history.
Once
Don't
a liar,
forget,
always a
don't-
liar.
Once a liar 5 times, you might be lying.
Fair. All right.
Nathaniel.
I like this one actually for both teams, and it is McDuffie to the Rams.
Oh,
So a couple reasons why I like this. Because the Rams, I think we've seen they're very much in a win now mode. You get a top 4, 5 at worst
top 3.
corner in the league. McDuffie's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams are just slinging picks every year, and it doesn't matter as far as their Super Bowl odds go. And the Chiefs then were able to, instead of paying him a ton of money, now went and got Kenneth Walker, and they got a first, a third, a fifth, and a sixth, I think. I think the third is next year, but the other, like 1, 5, and 6, I think, are this year. That's a lot. And if you weren't planning on having the cap space later to sign him to a big deal, you got a lot in return for him now.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Me too.
Do you think that's an overpay in terms of picks? I don't. I think hitting on a talent like that at that position is so few and far between that I would gladly sell.
Feels like a lot.
I'd sell the house.
It feels like a lot, but at this point, I think we're a little jaded as Vikings fans
Because our
due to the
secondary
difficulties
is ass.
of like finding good secondary players.
What would you give up for Pat Surtain right now?
Less than McDuffie.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you hold on? What would you give up for McDuffie then right now to be on the Vikes?
2 firsts.
Damn, I would not have guessed that.
I probably would give up 2 firsts.
Would you pay him $31 a year
Yes.
for 4 years?
Yes.
Probably.
McDuffie's a dog, dude.
Highest paid corner in the league.
And I love potential, or I love production over potential. McDuffie's a guy that produces
Potential's tough to roll the dice on because you roll enough
at
and
that
you lose.
price. Yeah.
At that price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would have given up a lot for like a McDuffie, but not going to happen for us. We'll continue to draft Lewis Seen. See what happens.
That was so bad.
That was bad. That was a really bad
That
pick.
one might be
Um,
Kwesi's worst, other than maybe pick number.
No, it's got to be pretty bad. That's gotta
We
be
could
the
make a
worst.
montage of Kwesi's worst
We
picks.
could.
No,
we could.
we're not gonna. I don't want to be that depressed.
We want to
after
revisit.
the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not revisit.
Okay, here's what we should do, in my opinion. We are like over an hour, and we've done 3 each. Here's what we should do. We should put pause on this,
I got
And
a good
then-
one. I got a good one next. It's good. I agree. We can pause.
and then we'll come back though after all of the shitstorm finishes over the course of the next week,
Mm-hmm.
where we see everybody go to the places they're going to go to, and then we next week come back and we do our top 2 restructured, or we could do another 3 or 4 if we wanted
Whatever
to.
we want to do.
But-
Yeah, that's fine.
Man, we know what Carter's coming with at number
Yeah.
1 next
Next
week.
And
time
again-
you hear this,
Not-
K1 to the Vikings.
It's not happening.
And I just want to say again, we're the first podcast to congratulate Kyler Murray on becoming a Minnesota Viking.
Yes, can't wait to see you in the threads. Number 1, 4,000
I
yards,
dislike
MVP,
both of you right now.
comeback
so
player of the
much.
year,
I'm not even saying I'm that
Super Bowl
necessarily
MVP.
excited about it. I'm just saying we're going to be first to get credit now.
Justin
Did
Jefferson's
you-
best season.
Did you just say Super Bowl MVP?
Correct.
Yeah, what other long ball takes could we make right now?
Justin Jefferson's best season.
So, congratulations to the United States men's team on winning gold at the Olympics.
Ty Felton cracks
Summer?
800 yards.
Here we go
Wow.
there.
Ooh, that was high.
That one. I hope that hurt your mouth. I hope that
What-
burned coming
what'd you
out of
say,
your mouth.
Carter?
Ty Felton cracks 800 yards. That was a little high.
That's insane.
Yeah, I got a better
He-
chance of being the next Adam Thielen than that.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
No.
No.
no, but it's not that far off.
I was gonna say it's not that.
No,
far
you know
off.
what? Ty Felton might be really good.
He might be.
Guess
Maybe.
we'll see.
That's
Are
why he was on
you
kickoff team.
fucked?
I'm joking,
Okay,
but
just making sure here.
Could be.
Probably
Also,
not,
shout out
though.
to War Road for winning state
True.
hockey, and to
Moorhead.
Moorhead back
Moorhead
to back.
Spuds came back and beat the brakes off of Minnetonka.
That was crazy.
For second, third, and 2 overtimes.
Man,
like, let's
crazy.
go.
Being down 4-1 to start the third period and winning that game in overtime is crazy work. Like, awesome job. That was so sick.
Also, before we go, what did you have? One more?
I said it's tough with how like the Edina game got very chippy and very like late hit. I think they were a little banged up and a little flat in that first period. Second period they looked better, and then third they were like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And again, the Cullen boys, man, that kid's filthy and he can play.
Okay, but also how incredible that both 1A and 2A Minnesota State hockey, both teams tied the game in the last like 2-3 minutes.
Pretty wild.
With Moorhead, they actually tied it with
38 seconds.
6 seconds.
38.2.
And I think actually it might have been the last minute too for War Road. And then the team that tied it up with like in the final minutes of regulation won it in overtime.
You know what's
Unreal.
You know what's more
Pretty
wild?
crazy.
The most decorated team to play together from Pee-wee or from Pee-wees or Squirts. Pee-wees up is Hibbing.
Yeah.
War Road had almost no chance. They've won Pee-wee, Squirts, Bantams, every level that Hibbing has played together at, they have won the state title.
Yeah.
That Hibbing team was so
That
legit.
Hibbing
I feel kind of
is-
bad for them because they were actually so legit.
Those kids got another year. Most of those kids are juniors.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. Hibbing, dude, Northern hockey is back in Minnesota, and Edina and them ain't ready. They're not, and it
No,
showed.
they're not. It shows.
Dude, it showed.
It's a different style of hockey.
Edina
It's-
thought that speed was going to beat the Spuds, and then the Spuds were like, actually, I'm
We'll
going to finish.
kick your ass,
I'm going to finish
actually.
every fucking check, and then you're going to be so annoyed that you're going to try and fight me after and then get kicked out of
Yep.
the third place game and then
Yep.
lose to Rosemont. Shout out to Rosemont, too, for the first state tournament make in 36 years. That's
Wow,
awesome.
that's crazy.
Love that for that town.
Yeah, Northern hockey,
Back.
these guys are not ready. It's tough hockey. They're going to hit you in the mouth, and it's going to suck. Doesn't matter how fast you are. Come across that blue line, you're taking a shot.
Matamidi versus War Road. Matamidi, I thought
It's obvious when you see teams like Edina and Minnetonka playing teams like,
You know what I
Spuds,
also
Hibbing,
noticed though?
War
You
Road.
know what I noticed though when I watched that game for the Tonka game against Moorhead? It felt like Minnetonka had a few guys who had like extraordinary top end talent. Individually were very good, but they did not play with the same team oriented hockey, at least from my perspective.
So when you look at stats, pure statistics, Minnetonka is a better team. They have more top scorers. They got more kids over 50 points. They have more kids going to Division I teams or already on scholarship. They're a better team. But you hit it on the head. Those Moorhead kids, one, have played together since they were little, and they don't leave and go do camps. Those kids stick together. Those kids play pond hockey. That Max Cullen was talking about how, like, all fall, they got together as an entire team 2 to 3 nights a week to play and practice. No coaches, nobody around. But Max was like, I'm requiring the team. If
Me
you're
and
going
you
to
have
play
talked about this
varsity,
a lot.
we're going to show up. Dude, it's the same thing like War Road. War Road's ice rink is open 24/7. They talked about for the girls winning state, 2/3 that team will show up and practice on weekends between 11 and 2 a.m. Because the rink
did you
is
know
open.
that they keep it open?
I did not know
Unlocked
that.
24/7. You
Yeah.
don't pay for a dime of ice time in War Road. It's open 24/7.
That's
for
incredible.
kids to have the
That's
ability
incredible.
to show up when you want. That
Yep.
chick that was like, I want Dodge County, she shows up and shoots almost every night at midnight. Like, that's the shit that you get in Northern hockey. Those kids in Edina are not showing up at midnight to play.
When I think what
Ain't
I
doing it.
what I noticed though too, right, is like sometimes in these moments where teams are really being tested, right? You kind of see like what you're made of and like what your team kind of the culture, how do you fit together, how do you fit out? And it felt like Tonka, granted they were the ones getting the comeback was going against them. The momentum of the game is going against them. And I think some panic starts to set in. And when you have some of that top end talent that's so used to winning, and like it felt like they were like, I have to do this now. Like I saw a guy try to go through 3 dudes instead of looking for a pass. And it was like, dude, what are you doing?
It's just immaturity.
And
Well,
for me,
and I think a big thing is like,
those
when
guys
you're-
trust
when-
each other a lot more.
the
on
Moorhead guys were
That-
looking to make plays where they were like, if I go here, I expect there to be a guy over there.
When
and
you're
it
playing-
did not look like Tonka was doing
Just
it.
like Gavin's saying.
When you got that
Yeah.
chemistry with your brother and cousin on the same line, you just know.
When you
It's the
play
same
3
thing like
nights a week
Delano.
at 2 a.m. after you're already had practice, yeah, you have that chemistry where it's just like it's not all on you because you've got such a good relationship with the other people around you.
And I don't want to sound too like hypercritical. Like Minnetonka, like
They're
deserved
a
to be
hell
where
of a
they were.
team.
Like they were awesome.
Hell of
but
a
like,
team.
But it just looked a little bit different on the Moorhead offensive side with what I was seeing the players look for. And it felt like it was that like the chemistry was just such at a different level that they trusted each other late, and it showed.
And to touch on something you've brought up, when you're used to winning and melting teams, and then a team won't go away, like that hits you different. Like when you're used
You're
to
not
like
prepared for it.
dude, when you're used to playing football and I've been beating you up on the O-line all game. I'm beating you and you don't back off at all. The pedal's still there. You've still got the same fight in the third and fourth quarter. Part of you starts to wonder, like, this fucking dude won't go away. Like, he won't go down.
Guess I'm gonna have to start chop blocking the shit out of his knees.
But like in hockey, I think that was funny. I honestly think that's what happened to Minnetonka. Minnetonka's used to melting teams. They're used to beating you up and being so offensive that you just can't keep up.
Right.
And when Moorhead went, yeah, we're down 4-0. I don't care. Like, we're fine. And they didn't show any fear. I think Minnetonka went, that's not the playbook. You're supposed to be intimidated. And then Moorhead's like, I'm coming for it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that just psychs certain dudes out. And then you start playing back to like that shit where you try to dangle
Hero
three
hockey.
dudes and you're not doing it the way you should be doing it.
Playing hero hockey.
Yeah.
It's not it.
A little bit of hero ball.
All right. Before we wrap up, really quick, and this will be 10 seconds. Bam Adebayo, 83 in a game. Never thought I'd see anyone pass Kobe. Never thought it'd be Bam Adebayo. They were missing two of their key players. He shot 46.5% from the field, 31.8% from three, shot 7 of 22 from three, and he was 36 of 43 from the free throw line.
Did you see the investigation that was open today?
No.
At 3:00, the NBA opened an investigation on the fouls.
Illegal gambling?
Not illegal gambling. On every ref on that game is now under investigation because apparently 40% of those calls should not have been called.
You must not have watched it. He was getting triple teamed at half court, and they were hacking him.
I'm going to be very clear with you. I did not watch it at all, and it's the Wizards. That doesn't shock me. I'm just saying what the NBA opened up was
Also,
a
that's
full
not
investigate. I literally read on ESPN.
Show me. It's not.
My phone's at
anywhere here.
1%, so I can't help
Either
you.
way, it felt it's like cool for you, Bam, but like it's just I don't know, man. 83 against the Wiz, jacking the ball up 100 million times. It's like, all right, cool.
I'd rather see Bam do it than fucking SGA.
Here's what I'll say. When Carter first sent the text that said Bam just threw up 83, I was like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Once I started looking into the numbers a little more, I was like, and then I kind of dug a little bit deeper, and it was like, it's like a cool story. But it's not, like Kobe's 81 has like an aura to it.
Well, that's because he scored 40 of that in the second half.
I don't know that this will have the same mystique to
aura?
it in a few years.
In Bam's
We'll
defense,
see.
he scored 40 in the second half. He had 43 at halftime.
The difference was Kobe's team was down. Bam's team won by like 40.
Also, wasn't it, how old was Kobe in that game?
I have no idea.
Old as shit.
I know he played the Trailblazers. I remember that.
Wasn't it? He was old as shit.
Wasn't it 08? 09?
I don't even know.
I think it was 08 or 09.
Anyway, yeah, it's not as impressive. I still think Kobe's is cooler.
He was
but
27.
27?
Yep.
Okay. Not old as
That's
shit.
still Kobe.
Yep.
That's
He did put
Kobe.
up like 60 in his last game, though.
Yeah.
Bam is 28.
Man, I'm not going to lie, though. I'd rather see Bam do it than a lot of other guys. If I'm going to have to watch somebody score 83 over Kobe, I'd rather that title go to him than like
Not
SGA.
me, but
I'd prefer
Bam
it's
was
Ant.
not on my bingo card for 80
over
plus.
SGA, yeah.
I say, would you rather have
I just-
SGA be up there? Or?
I'd rather it be like a LeBron or a Michael.
Wow.
I prefer it to be an Ant instead
Dude,
of him
every
shooting
time I
2
see
for
it, it'd be good
15.
too.
Dude,
Hey,
every
one bad
single
game.
time I see an
Fuck.
SGA highlight,
You don't even watch basketball.
Ants had a lot of bad
SGA
games.
sucks.
bad. The
But
push offs
also
are
he's
so
good.
bad.
But yeah, it's
Dude,
bad.
did you see that? I just caught a quick glimpse of the like foot kick out and the like.
He kicks his foot out every time.
No, I know, but him
He's like-
shooting in the hands of the guard were like 5 feet apart, and it's just a toe touches the knee, and they're like, shh.
Yeah.
Whistle.
Dude.
That's what should be under investigation.
That's bullshit.
He
Anyway.
also like he gets his hand into your chest and absolutely
Oh, yeah.
shoves the shit
Oh, yeah.
out of you.
Yeah.
Straight backwards.
Crazy.
Look how much separation he's creating. Yeah, anybody could do that.
Right. Yeah, not that good. All right. Well, hey, thank you guys for listening. Really appreciate it. Keep your eyes and ears locked. K1 to the Vikes. Gonna happen. We're calling it here first.
Hot
Catch you
take.
guys.
Max Crosby to the Cowboys. Cowboys.
Whoa.
Maybe. Seems like, yeah. I don't know. We'll see, Carter. They said they were out yesterday, but we'll see. In on Max Crosby? I don't know. They're not getting 2 firsts anymore, though. That's why the Ravens really fucked them. No, they're not getting 2 firsts now. If I'm Detroit, I trade 1 first for him every day of the week. Yeah.
And
But-
twice on Sundays.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.